Today is going to be a good day. Finally got my hands on the cable style I've been wanting. Let's go. Looking at the front, you can see 2 guns, extra set of hands. You got some blaster effects. I think I've seen these on like Apocalypse or even Iron Man. And then on the back, you can see the wave mates. Logan Casual, Jubilee, Morph, Emma Frost, of course Cable, and also Sunspot. That's next on my list. But without further ado, let's get this guy open and see how he is. Alright, we got him out of the package, and this is a pretty good figure, I'd say. Let's take a look at him. So, I would say he's very cartoon accurate when you're talking about X-Men 97, when you're talking about even the old animated series. Like you have these beefy shoulder pads. I love that I have the X-Men's, the symbol for the X-Men right here, front and center above his chest. You have a lot of gadgets and doohickeys on his belt, which is really cool. And if you turn around, you still have the strap theme going on here. You have little details like these little pouches around his arm, and you can see some of the cybernetics going on here. So it looks really good. I've seen people complain. I don't know what they're complaining about. Even like if you see this little blemish right here on the on his shin, I'm not sure if that's intentional, but even if it's not, it kind of works because this guy is not a clean cut pretty boy. He is a weathered, seasoned soldier. He is a cold-blooded killing machine. He's got some beefy weapons too. You got a smaller rifle here, probably more of like a Uzi or machine gun. And then you have the effect, plugs in, boom, exactly what you would expect. And the same here for this larger, this would be more of an assault rifle type of vibe. Boom, plug it in. Oh, that looks so sick. That's awesome. You got a lot of sculpted detail here, a little bit of paint here to emphasize some of the, I guess this would be like a glowing type of effect going on here, or an illuminating effect. That's the word I was looking for. And it looks like the same thing here. Yeah, same thing with the red illumination. That's not a plug for Minions. All right. Let's see how he holds them. So this hand here doesn't look, I mean, you probably could hold a rifle in it. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't look like you get a lot of grip there. It's probably more of a support piece. So let's get these other hands in there. Wow, that is a solid chunk of plastic. Oh yeah, that is more beefy. That, whew. That is a vibe. Gonna have to definitely articulate his arms around the shoulder piece there, because just doing that, it's limited. But you can still get a look at that. You get a good look there, like, hey buddy. That is sick. Love that. Yeah, these shoulder pads kind of, I know I didn't really get into the articulation, but it kind of impairs it a little bit. You kind of really have to get in there and rotate the shoulder around to get the bend outside and around these. So let's see if I can do the same thing here. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we got the hands going out there. A little bit of work, but actually it does work. You just can't get him pointing forward really, because then it hits this plate. And then from what I saw, I'm kind of jumping all over the place here because I'm supposed to do an accessory review. But from what I saw, let me get this off. These, I guess you would say chest plates or breastplates, appear to be glued in. It could be a peg, but I really don't want to risk damaging this thing. Yeah, it feels like it's glued. The one thing, as I was messing around with this guy, that irked me a little bit is that these little pegs for the straps go into his body, and they don't really want to stay in too well. I mean, you can see here, they just kind of, it started getting white because it just kind of presses against them as opposed to plugging in. So that's a little annoying. I guess if they stay down like that, it's fine, but yeah, that's something that's already annoying me. And it's the same in the back. This one's porting in fine. This one is not wanting to go in. And that's gonna drive me crazy. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's a little better. I mean, the idea is to make it prevent damage to these little accessory details, but part of me wants to glue it in there, but I know I'm gonna regret that. And then these ones don't want to go in at all. That's gonna drive me nuts. All right. Now we're on the subject. Before we go to the next accessory, let's look at the articulation. 360 degrees. Kind of a weird angle though because of all the padding around him. See how far. Can't really look up too much. Look down. Let's see if I can do that. Looking up is going to be of a challenge. A little bit, but not too much. There's a little ab crunch. I wouldn't call it up. It's more of like an upper abdomen type of rotation here. And then you actually do have a waist rotation. But the belt kind of, once again, he has a lot of chunky gear. The belt kind of keeps him from moving as much as you'd like. Upper thigh rotation. I mean, let's see here. I mean, he's a bulky guy, but that's pretty good. That's a pretty good split for a bulky guy. Kicks out that far. Again, bulky guy. Can't kick back. Butt cheeks keep him from kicking back. Splits forward, so not too bad. Double jointed knees. And then you have the ankle swivel. Just some something I noticed, the joints were a little stiff at first, but once you kind of work them a little bit, you can get the elbow and arms moving the way you like. Now let's get this guy. I want to try the big gun. Let's see if I could get him on the big gun. Oh, this is gonna be sick. I feel good about this. Come on, big gun. Oh, nice. So there you go. Got him on the big gun. Looks like you can hold it pretty decently, which is good. But the thing I want to do, let's see, let's turn it there. Get that up there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is cool. Wow, this is tons of fun. This is gonna look so much better than my current stand-in cable that I have. Let's see if I can stretch. There we go. It even looks even more natural. Get the blast effect off because that's not how he would shoot the gun. But dang, that is a cool looking figure. That is an awesome looking figure. So overall, I have no quarrels with this figure. Aesthetically, from the way it looks. Let's put it that way. Functionally, the only thing that really irks me are these little pegs for the straps on the back and the front. The shoulder pads are a little beefy and it kind of impairs some of the mobility for the arms anyway, but the rest of it is solid, extremely solid. Now, for fun, I really want to compare this guy to my current cable stand-in. This is my current cable that I have on my shelf. Again, this is my current cable on the shelf. What a difference in face sculpture. This face sculpture isn't bad for the time. You got some scars there. You have more of the techno virus taken over his face. And even the arms, you could say, while looking a little anemic compared to this guy, I like the way the lines are on that. Other than that, yeah, this cable, even like the guns, look at the guns, big difference. This is a flimsy piece of plastic. This is chunky, but this does have cartridge that comes out for the weapons, which is cool. What do you think? Which cable do you want to go with? This is kind of like that Jim Lee style. And then you have this full, which is, I think this is from like some type of Deadpool video game with what inspired this version of cable. And I was psyched at the time to get this. So look, even a little X-Men tattoo there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and you will not regret buying this cable.